I've seen the best of the best. I've broken down performances by groups considered the absolute peak of the industry. But for the past 24 hours, Satan Twanim Fakon Twanim Foport, my comments, my DMs, my entire social media feed has just blown up with one single demand. Everyone is telling me I have to see SB19's performance at the 2025 Asia Artist Awards in Taiwan. And the words people are using aren't just good or great. I'm hearing record-breaking, a cultural reset, and that it left the whole stadium speechless. The hype is so massive that I have to see this for myself. So today, we're not just watching. We're going to break down, piece by piece, what made this performance so legendary, from the vocals to the brand new arrangements that stunned the global audience. Let's see if the hype is real. Before we hit play, let's set the scene, because context is everything. This is the Akon Festival stage at the Asia Artist Awards 2025, inside the massive Kaohsiung National Stadium in Taiwan. This isn't just some show, it's a premier event for the biggest names in Asian entertainment. As the only Filipino group on the lineup, the anticipation for SB19 was already sky high. And what's even crazier, they flew in straight from back-to-back shows in Australia just days before, a schedule that would drain most artists. Yet, the rumor was they were about to give the performance of a lifetime. So, as we watch, I'm looking for a few things that separate a good performance from a legendary one. First, vocal stability. Can they keep that signature power while doing some of the most demanding choreography out there? Second, their synchronization and stage command. On a stage that huge, are all 5 members moving as one? And third, the creative choices. I've heard whispers about new song arrangements that totally surprised everyone. This isn't just another set list, it's a statement. Let's get into it. Whoa. Okay, that is immediately a brand new intro for Damn. It's cinematic, it's dramatic, and the tension is building. There's Pablo, and that opening verse. The attack in his voice is just instant. They are not here to warm up. They are here to take over. Let's just pause for a second. We are less than a minute in, and the camera is giving us these tight close-ups. You can already see the sweat and the intense focus in their eyes. That tells you everything you need to know. This is 100% live. No safety net. This is pure, raw performance. You can already feel the physical exertion. And here's the transition, right into 8-ton ball. And again, it's a new arrangement. The beat feels heavier, wilder. They're leading the crowd in a clap-along, and the whole stadium is with them. Their control over an audience this size is just masterful. Look at that energy. It's infectious. Okay, I have to pause it right here. This formation, look at it. The lines, the spacing, the angle, it's perfect. It's no wonder professional dancers were flooding social media after this, calling their synchronization world-class. It's one thing to be in sync in a studio, but to hold this precision on a massive stage with the pressure of a live global broadcast, that's next level. Every member is a mirror image, but their individual charisma still shines. That's the sign of a group at its peak. Oh, listen to that. That's Stell. Did you hear that high note? He hit it while doing that insane footwork. How is that even possible? The breath support you need to hold a note that clean and powerful, while your body is under that much stress. It's just unreal. Most singers would be gasping, but his tone is perfect. This is what A10 are talking about when they mention SB19's legendary endurance. And here it is, the dance break. Ken is a force of nature. He's like a magnetic center of gravity, and the power he's putting out is explosive. But what's so incredible is that it's not just a main dancer and backups. You have 5 main performers: Josh, Justin, Pablo, Stell, not one of them is holding back. Every single member is attacking the choreography with everything they've got. Now the whole vibe shifts. This is Dungka, and they've turned this award show into their own concert. They're getting the audience to dance and get involved. Just look at the crowd shots. It's a sea of light sticks and waving hands. People are absolutely losing their minds. I'm seeing fan cams where people are screaming with their hands over their mouths in total shock. This is what unparalleled stage presence looks like. They didn't just use the stage. They owned every single inch of it. The cameras are even catching other artists in the audience, and they look seriously impressed. This is the moment. This is when they stopped just performing for their fans. They are winning over an entire industry. The online comments were already pouring in from international viewers, all asking, "Who are they?" You are literally watching a group convert thousands of new fans in real time. This is history happening, and they're still going into Crimzone, into play. This is a non-stop medley pushing past the 10-minute mark. The stamina is just superhuman. There's no drop in energy, not a single moment of weakness. And that final pose, explosive. The roar from the crowd is deafening. I'm actually speechless. That wasn't just a performance. That was a marathon, an athletic and artistic masterpiece. Okay, let's catch our breath and really break down what we just saw. The title of this video is SB19 Dominates, and that is not an exaggeration. So what made it record-breaking? First off, we have to talk about the sheer endurance. We just watched a medley over 10 minutes long, packed with high-intensity vocals and choreo, all performed completely live with no audible backing vocals. In an age where lip-syncing is common, SB19 delivered a raw, live vocal masterclass from beginning to end. That kind of stamina is almost unheard of today. Second, the artistic reinvention. Those new arrangements for Dan and 8-ton wall were genius. They weren't just small treats. They were bold, reimagined versions of their own hits, made specifically for a stadium. This shows a deep understanding of showmanship. They knew this was a huge stage, and instead of just playing the songs, they elevated them, giving even longtime fans something new and powerful. And third, the undeniable global impact. This didn't just end when they walked off stage. It kicked off a firestorm on social media, with clips going viral everywhere. Taiwanese news outlets were calling them the Dark Horse and Kings of the Stage. People who had never even heard of P-pop were suddenly obsessed. This was a historic moment for Filipino artists, proving they can command one of Asia's biggest stages with total authority. Of course, this only works because of the 5 pillars. You have Pablo, the leader and composer, driving the performance with a rapper's fire and a producer's mind. You have Josh, whose sharp, charismatic words cut through every formation. You have the heavenly voice of Stell, hitting those logic-defying high notes with perfect stability. You have Ken Lee, the main dancer, a magnetic performer who leads the most explosive dance breaks. And you have Justin, the group's creative director, who brings that smooth, compelling energy that draws you in, all while blending his harmonies flawlessly. Each one is a world-class performer. Together, they're unstoppable. What really sets this apart is how SB19 makes the impossible look easy. Singing stable, clear, live vocals, while performing choreography this intense is the hardest thing to do in pop. It's a weak point for so many groups. But for SB19, it's not a weakness. It's the very foundation of who they are. They aren't singers who dance or dancers who sing. They are true performers who have mastered both. Okay, I get it now. I completely get the hype. Watching this, you feel that rabbit hole effect that Tin are always talking about. You finish, and your first thought is, I need to see more. This wasn't just a performance, it was a statement. On that stage in Taiwan, SB19 proved they aren't just P-pop kings, they are a global force. This was, without a doubt, a cultural moment that will be remembered for years. But what do you think? What was the moment that gave you goosebumps? Was it that new intro to Damn? Was it one of Stell's insane high note? Or was it that raw, powerful dance break led by Ken? Let me know your favorite part in the comments below. I promise, I read them all. And if you want to see more breakdowns like this, and trust me, after what I just saw, more SB19 content is definitely coming. Make sure you hit subscribe and turn on all notifications. This journey is just getting started.